Welcome to a new video on how to email your list by Sean Arden. This video is going to be very helpful to you and probably will give you a great understanding of how you should be emailing your list to generate results from your list. Because there's a certain way you can email your list, and there's a certain way not to email your list. If you want to keep the open rate high around like the industry average is around 20 to 30%, if you want to keep around those numbers, feel free to pay attention to this video, take some notes, and implement what you learn. So let's get into this for you. How to email your list by Sean Arden. What we're going to cover: the headlines and the importance of them. What do you write in your emails? How often should you email? The PS line and the proper formula. The headlines and the importance of them. Headlines are the attention getters. They are what initially get a person to open and read the rest of the email. Headlines are super important. You need them to capture attention and create desire to want to know more about what you're talking about. Some examples of good headlines may be Forbes top best-selling home-based businesses in 2021. That's an example of a good one. Example of a decent one would be like a lucrative opportunity to create cash flow in thousands from home. So you kind of get that. You kind of want it to be attention-getting, important for them to read, and have value in the message. Headlines and the importance of them. You need to have your emails captivate the attention of your audience. It needs to be compelling too. Something that makes them want to take action. It's very important to do this because the first impressions matter. In fact, you really only have a couple of seconds to capture the person's attention before they are on to something else. So it's important to have a powerful headline that builds the excitement when they open it. Make sense? What to do, what to write in your emails. There are certain things you should and shouldn't put in your emails. Stories, updates, success, and company events are always something you should mention in your emails. If your company is holding a training call that night, shoot an email about it out to your list. If your company is holding a presentation or event that is coming up this weekend, make sure you send those emails out to keep your team in the loop and notified of what's going on in your company and stuff. This is a big one. This will help give proof and social proof that you know what's going on in this business, and you know how to get results, and that people can follow you and trust you. Okay? How often should you email? I try to email my list 3 to 5 times a week. I don't bombard them multiple times a day. Instead, I usually email some kind of value to people on my list, then give them an opportunity to work with me later on that week. You can email your list as much as you want, though. It's your list. Just be courteous of the people on your list, because some people don't like getting 10 emails a day. They prefer maybe 1 or 2. And then, like, if you're doing an event, you could obviously email a little more because it's like your event. You like notifying them, so just email them in moderation. Find your groove. The PS line. A lot of people do a lot of different things with the PS line. I personally use my PS line as a reminder to the reader, like, hey, look, here's something else I'm doing that you may be interested in doing. You can add a link to your social media profiles or your YouTube channel in the PS lines. You can add links to company presentations, or even different kinds of videos or blog posts you want your readers to read. You can virtually add anything to the PS line. It's usually just a friendly reminder, though. Make sense? The proper formula. You generally want to keep a high open ratio on your emails, so one way to do this is by constantly sending your list valuable information. I follow a formula taught me by a well-known online expert. Here's what he does. On day 1, he sends his list a hard-hitting sales copy. You lose 40% of your sales by not asking someone to buy right away. Then he follows it up with 3 to 5 days of value. This helps nurture the list and teach them something. Then after 3 to 5 days, he sends them 1 to 2 days of hard-hitting sales copy, which is designed to get the prospect to purchase something. Then he follows it up with 3 to 5 more days of value and continues that process. After 3 to 5 days of value, he does 1 to 2 days of promotion hard-hitting where he sells them something. Does that make sense? And then he goes back into more value. So he doesn't sell every day. He sells like 1 to 2 days a week. And then the rest of the days he's giving his list valuable information that can help them progress from point A to point B. And he's coaching them and teaching them the proper ways to succeed in this industry. So does that make sense? So that's how you email your list. Promotion cycles operate on the same frequency. This will keep your open rates the highest and keep your leads the most engaged and wanting to know more about your business. If you need additional help on this subject or training, let me know in the comments below, and I may make a more in-depth video on this subject. So other than that, I thank you for watching this video. You're amazing. Feel free to subscribe if you're new, and check out my other videos, because they're pretty good. And I will see you on the beaches of the world, my friend. Take care.